It's lunchtime, everybody, or just about there. So, welcome to another Big Share update from Project Home. I'm Jason Hafman, the Outreach Manager and Primary Fundraiser for our organization. Really excited to update you before we talk to our next guest, which is Bergen from Milio's, about the Big Share, how we're doing, right? Because people are wondering, how is Project Home doing so far? Well, let's take a peek. We have already raised $4,463. Room for more, but that is a pretty good start before we even get to lunchtime. So we're pretty excited about that. Again, the donation site scrolling across the bottom, or you can head right to our website, projecthomewi.org, and find links to the Big Share site to donate. Or you can, of course, participate in the online auction that's taking place as well until 6 p.m. We will have prize drawings for donors, just a little perk for you. So a number of gift cards to Pancake Cafe Stoughton, also Madison Top Company, and Delta Beer Lab. We have a few free pints to give away from Delta Beer Lab as well, all coming up as prize drawings later in the day, so stay tuned for that. But it is lunchtime, and a great place to go for lunch is Milio. So we'll talk to Bergen right now about that and about Milio's strong support of Project Home over the years. Brian, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you, Jason?
Doing well, doing really well. It's been a good morning so far to the day. We're looking to have a good PM as well. If you can tell in the back, the bear turned his hat around. He's got the rally cap on to really bring us home for this fundraiser. So we're hoping that'll be a good luck charm too. Brian, so Milio's has been such a strong supporter of Project Home for a while. Mm-hmm. Why has that been so important to Milio's as a company to give back to local organizations?
Well, our philosophy is, just being a good sandwich shop isn't enough. We need to be a good part of the community, and we're local. We're from Madison. We all went to Madison. The owners all went to Madison West High School. We're all from here. We really want to give to the Madison community, and through our Local Matters program, what we're doing is we have a sub that's the gourmet ham and cheese, and for every one of those we sell, you guys get $1.50. It's just that simple, and it's going through the end of March. You guys are, so to speak, on the clock till the end of March. So come on over to Milio's, grab a gourmet ham and cheese, and $1.50 goes to a great cause.
I love that. I love the simplicity of the program, but also the fact that it's very easy to participate, but also very easy for you to track. It's a specific sub. Every one of those sold across the board. You're making a donation. You made that effort. I love Local Matters. I think that's really important. And just to point out too, for people outside the area that might see this, you do have Local Matters participating with your restaurants in Minnesota and Iowa for local organizations there as well.
In those states, correct. In those cities where we're at too. So it is local. It's local to the stores in Iowa, and it's local to the stores in Minnesota as well. That's exactly right.
Fantastic. But we know Milio's, like you said, started here, grew up here in Madison, and we're glad to have you. How long has Milio's been around now, and how many locations do you have in the Dane County region?
There's 8 corporate stores, and then there's 7 franchises in the Dane County area. Then there's 3 stores in Minneapolis and 2 stores in Iowa.
Great. And then so when did Milio's start again? It started as Big Mike's, right?
Started as Big Mike's. Big Mike started over 30 years ago.
30 years, okay.
Yeah, and I remember going into on the one on Regent Street, which is still there now, and it's just always been really great food. And I was, kind of excited to become one of the owners now and kind of bring it forward.
And we remind people about Milio's generosity because, you're giving to Project Home through the Local Matters currently, again, through the end of the month, through the end of March. This whole first quarter was the time frame for those subs that are ordered, gourmet ham and cheese subs that are ordered, $1.50 being donated at the end of the first quarter. That program will continue. Each quarter, you'll have a new beneficiary, right?
Correct. That's right. It's an ongoing process. It really never ends for us. It's just the next group will be on the clock, and we'll be continuing to give back to local important local people that need help, much like yourselves. And we want to be that part of the community. We want people to associate us with being, from here, not like our competitors who are from who knows where. And they really don't give back to the local community. When you buy a sandwich from them, that money's gone.
The other part that Milio's often does is food donations, right? You donate to
Right.
so many causes and groups. Tell us a little bit about that.
Correct. Well, we have, I think we're catering for you guys today. So just that type of thing where we cater to several different groups out of our budget that we really feel strongly about. Like I said, not just being a great sub shop, but being a great part of the community. And sometimes that includes, local football teams, that involves local charities like yourselves. I'm even talking to the National Guard today, so about catering for them. So it's about giving back to the people that are from here, and like the National Guard, that those people are our neighbors. Those are our friends and relatives. So that's in our obviously local sports teams, and that's who we want to be with. That's who we want to connect with.
We also know it's a big, big piece of Milio's too is quality ingredients, sourcing Absolutely. A number of those locally too. So you guys, it's top down, it's throughout the organization, that local
Correct.
focus.
That's correct.
That's fantastic. Brian, so thank you again for the support. We're really looking forward to, once we get to the end of March, finding out what this total is going to be. I know you got to keep it under wraps until then. How will we find out? What will be the announcement to Project Home for the Local Matters Initiative from Q1?
You'll be contacted by our president, and then I'll be involved with the disbursement of that check. So,
as long as we get to give you a handshake and a thank you,
you will give me a handshake and a thank you.
Perfect. Brian, thanks so much for your time. Again, head to Milio's, your local sandwich option. They've been around more than 3 decades, and the Local Matters Initiative, so fitting for a group like Milio's. Brian, thanks so much for your time and your support. Keep up the great work, the great food, and we'll be visiting another Milio's soon.
Great. And thanks to all your volunteers for all the work they're doing. It's really a great effort. Thank you.
We'll be back for another update. Actually, it's the roundtable. I got to plug that. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. We have 7 groups from Community Shares all working on housing issues coming together next hour for the full hour to talk about their organizations, put a spotlight on them, the important work they're doing. So that is our next hour of live, and it's going to be really impactful and fun. So join us at 1 p.m. on all the Project Home socials, and we'll be streaming on the Big Share Live too. Catch you in just under an hour.